So today we're going to talk about 5 ways that helped me personally and might help you get a job, especially when it comes to the topic of autism. So 5 helpful ways to help get a job for people who have autism. Number 1, word of mouth. And that is the most popular way of getting it is through word of mouth. Like for example, people have been saying that I've been hard at work, and to prove that, I was able to be a little bit of a part-time little janitor when I was in high school, and I'll get to the part real quick on how I got that kind of work. But number 2, there's this thing where it's a department of people with extraordinary abilities that is actually funded by the government. But first, you gotta have a diagnosis for when you have autism, and among other extraordinary abilities, kind of thing too. So in this little department for people with extraordinary abilities, well, they call it disabilities. Fortunately, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not complaining all that kind of stuff too, because I'm not the kind of guy that goes, "Hey, you shouldn't call that." But it's true. When you find these departments funded by the government, get some extra help. You get in contact with people that are supposed to help you get a good kickstart on what you're good at, and then find a good position for you. So all I gotta say is just give it a try. Number 3 is all about constructing your resume. What is a resume? Basically, a resume is a piece of paper or several pieces of paper that basically praises you and celebrates what you can do. So in the resume, it just shows what you're capable of, what's your past work experience, even if it's something as janitor work, which I used to do quite a bit during high school, and that counts as part of the resume. Another part of the resume also too is are you good with people? In other words, do you feel like you're very social in a way with people? Do you like being around with people? If so, you can say it over there. And of course, it's okay to say that maybe being social isn't such more your strong suit, and that's okay, because there are a lot of jobs out there that require having your own spare time here and there. Taking the night shift, for example. Little known fact is that I actually did take night shifts when I was working at the local pool area, the local aquatic center. It's true. I used to be a maintenance worker, making sure everything's all clean and safe, and did some stuff with pipes, I believe, too. It's been a long time, but yeah, maintenance working was quite an experience. I can tell you that much. Yeah, and so that goes up for number 4. And what's really helpful of getting a job is basically just don't think about it too much. Just think of, and when I say that, I mean like when you're doing the interview and all that kind of stuff too, of why they should hire you. So don't worry about it too much. Think of it as just another casual conversation. And I will say to you that now for those that feel that they're trying so very hard, I just wanted to let you know that you're doing a great job. I mean it too, because I say this in the terms of when I was in a keynote event that involves Xfinity and Comcast. I let them know that there are people with autism that feel like they have to work extra hard to get that job. And because I believe that the vast majority of people with autism are very hard workers in finding work, finding employment, and they would do just about anything to get that. And no, based on experience and what I've seen, they're not quitters. they're really trying their best, and sometimes they can be a little nervous about the whole interview and how it's going to go and all that kind of thing too. And that's why there's these things called human resources. Human resources are basically people that makes these job interviews a lot easier. It's kind of like think of it kind of like as a parapro when it comes to job interviews. Parapro isn't as like for school, and then there's human resources. Think of it as parapros for job interviews. They're there to help you and to find gainful employment. I've seen it too. In fact, just recently, when I was at the pizzeria, I saw a little job interview at a little location, all that kind of stuff too. This was the location, the pinball areas, or a couple pinball machines and a couple of arcade machines, all that kind of stuff too. Honestly, I didn't know that was going on, and I was in the middle of a game, and what I could have done is I could have just stopped the game, because that can be a little bit more stimulating, all that kind of stuff too, with all those noises and all that kind of stuff too. So if you feel like you make a mistake, or feel like that you could have done things a little bit better, honestly, just don't worry about it. It's all you gotta do is just keep on going, learn from the mistakes, and just kind of just make it a learning experience. Just learn from it, and that's what kind of job is mainly all about, is learning from these mistakes. And with that, let's get to number 5. And number 5 is the ALP, or Adult Living Program. Now, keep in mind that this program is among many other programs out there in the States. It could be called ALP. It could be called something else. But here's the thing of what the ALP does, the Adult Living Program. I've been using this program after graduating high school. It's kind of like I think of it as an extra grade, and this was mainly used for the entire foundation of getting the job in the first place. Where I was assisted with teachers that showed me the whole entire process. If it were not for the ALP, I would not be getting the jobs that I had as a janitor for the theater, a maintenance worker for the local aquatic center, and the cleaner for a bookstore. I go to the bookstore to clean everything and sort things out in the bookstore. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it so much, and it all worked out real well because of this gated community. I meant close community because I live in an island, and in this small island, I've been managing to get to know just about anyone. Oh, and the fourth job I had was being a candy store guy. I was one that folded up all the boxes for the fudge, and it was fun. It was kind of a fun little winter job I did too. It was got to know some of the people and be surrounded by sweets. It's super great. Give these 5 things a go. It's word of mouth, the department, working on the resume, get some help and all that kind of stuff too. Make it your homework assignment to get that resume going on. And number 4, that's when you relax when it comes to job interviews. You're doing that spectacular already. Just keep up the good work. And because it's true, it takes a lot of work to find work. And once you've gotten employment, be sure to take the time and celebrate your new job, your new gainful employment, and then you'll report to work the very next day. So that's what I would recommend. And finally, number 5 is the ALP. I mentioned a bunch of times on what the ALP is for. Okay, so be sure to check out all the information you need if you're ever curious about the Adult Living Program and programs that are similar to the Adult Living Program, ALP. So give it a try. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and stay hard at work. Back to work.